Yeah, you know what it is. 140 for the rapper, busy man, shit, nigga. They take their head over, nigga.
I read what Eve did to Adam, I just pray my love don't lie to me. Swing the iron like Samson, I can't let no holder lie to me. I don't feel these rappers, all they lies is hypocrisy. Ain't no competition, ain't no rivalry. Nigga think I'm playing, I don't hear one word they saying, this shit light work. Think Muhammad one of us, he might lose his life first. Circle up and stay alert, another cop just stretch the nigga. He a demon, this an exorcism, watch I bless the nigga. You took that oath in blood, then you know I'm gon' get active with you. Fuck the opposition, I see vision, let me paint the picture. Rappers claim they spit and I ain't listening, is in fact the fear. If revenge was a woman, now I scope that bitch like Jake the Ryan War. We gon' run the summer, it's gon' be historical. Thought they making plays, made them niggas call the audible. Ask who run this shit, but that question is rhetorical. Bitch, I'm the one, me cookies with the oil. I'ma get them crackers, hell, should've never kidnapped my family. I can't do damage, bet I be the last nigga standing. Do a life sentence for my niggas, pray you understand me. I might put a switch on this Glock and call it young baby. How you real trigger know them dots? You a bird feeder, claiming he a demon. What's a demon to a cold leader? What he saying something, I ain't hear him, this shit life. It ain't about who got the gun, it's about who gon' up that pipe first. I turn a bad situation to a game changer. Bring soldiers from the dead, just raised up the chain. Free shots, I'ma look like Aaron Jones when I run it. Never bite the hand that feeds you, you won't never get that hand back. He bitchin' about 10%, I don't wanna hear none of that. He dropping sword, fuck him, just make sure you get that cover back. Look around, he ain't with us, probably cause he never was. Now my chin like you with the angels for your brothers. Everybody wanna be Richard Porter, God kill him like Alpo. Play if he want, it's laying in the trunk like Lee Malvo. I'm a certified woman's ass nigga, I am not a toy. Hey, out with that hollow side, yeah, this the real McCoy. Feel like Gullah Jack when I'm in Fayetteville, you feel your boy. Still about my brain, still I think that's all that I do. The way I get that boy lost, they gon' start to call him Elroy. Fuck his game, pop out on them demons like I'm Hellboy.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So you said that they put millions of my taxes. Yes, you said. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right. That's right.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacles set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never our home, only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting, the trail of my tears is countless. Main fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angels, be ready to rap. Cracking the sky, nuclear missiles will make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be, slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash, get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog.
in my blood, Slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in this body, you fit a Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is served cold, I just hope they making oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in a world of mad shooters. There was design fire for our babies to pass through. In the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
Someday you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a
Lifestyle, that's my boss, bitch, and my wordplay. Hey, when I get mad, turn the Scarface. How when I get mad, turn the Sharface. Yeah, nigga. Fuck, I'm talking about that. Hey, tell me how it is, tell me how you feel, tell me what it is, tell me what you wanna do. Put sad boy plotting on who? I done seen it all before I came through. Must well understand, nigga, I'm in the truth, lame ass nigga. But he
Fuck wrong with you, boy? You know what time it is, nigga.
Better watch how you step in. Yeah. But that was my niggas.
I'm in it, yo. Got my nigga Ramon with me.
But that was my niggas, it'll be an honor.
You know what I'm saying?
Under commanding General Your Honor. That for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Look, hey, straight off the top, I love all of my niggas. That shit ain't gon' stop till we on top and we ballin', my nigga. We be fly as fuck, you know them bitches be stalking my niggas. That shit'll never change and it's the same with all my niggas. City to city, I should be at home. That's what my ribs say. But bitch, I'm grown, I'm in these streets and closed caption. Niggas know we bout that action. If a nigga play with me, then my Hakim gon' let him have it. Hey, thank you the shit, this truth the shit. Nigga play, I let that Ruger hit. Get on them tracks, they be like, who is this? I'm rude with it, ain't got no manners. All them pussy niggas talk the shit, yeah, I know they can't stand us, but we UPK, Louisiana, bitch, that's what I'm reppin'. And my niggas solid number, real ones in my section. If you wanna get down, put your boots on, start steppin'. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood I lay my life down right now for all my sisters and brothers, because I love them, I see them dapping and hug them. It's amazing to see how well we adapt from the struggle. Born again from a life of sin, trapping together. My mind frame was to kill my own kind. Feeling inferior, waking up ready to die. Run with them killers, so it's just a matter of time. For why take your life or let you take mine? That's when I realized the slaves killing slaves while the white man live to get old. We in them graves, the shit got me feeling plain. I opened the Bible, went through them records, found out we was royalty, a nation to be respected. But in this world we rejected, we hated for our complexion. Still fighting to get accepted, we hear the truth and reject it. But love is getting corrected, and all my niggas correct stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Hey, hey. Hey, hey.
I got you.
Salaki for that. Keep going.
This is Psalms 83 in the English. Keep not thy silence, O God.
Keep not thy silence, O God.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still, O God.
And be not still, O God.
For lo,
lo,
thy enemies make a tumult.
Thy enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee have lifted up their head.
And they that hate thee have lifted up their head.
And have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
And taken crafty counsel against thy people.
Salaki. And consulted against thy hidden ones.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said.
They have said.
Come. And let us cut them off from being a nation.
And let us cut them off from being a nation.
That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
That the name of Israel be in no more remembrance.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
For they have consulted together in one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
Tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom.
And the Ishmaelites.
And the Ishmaelites.
Moab. And the Hagarenes.
Gabal.
And Ammon. And Amalek. With the Philistines. With the inhabitants of Tyre.
And the inhabitants of Tyre.
Assur also is joined with them.
Assur also is joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Selah. Do unto them. As unto the Midianites. As to Sisera. As to Jabin. At the brook of Kison. Which perished at Endor. That became dung for the earth.
It became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb.
And like Zer.
Yea. All their princes at Zebah. And at Zamunah. Who said, Let us take to ourselves. The houses of God in possession. Oh my God. Make them like a wheel. As a stubble before the wind. As the fire burneth the wood. And as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them. With thy tempest. And make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame. That they may seek thy name, Yahweh. Let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea. Let them be put to shame and perish. That men may know. That thou whose name alone is Yahweh. Art the most high over all the earth.
Everybody be seated. Salakia to everyone online for the sound being off.
Salakia, that's probably Salakia, sir. It's probably my fault.
No sweat.
I'm trying to get back in the road of things.
We're going to push through it either way it goes. Not a big deal. Today is, this is the ISUPK, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. And we are all under Command of General Yana. Today is Sabbath service. We keep the Lord's Day holy. We don't do Sunday service because that's not keeping the day holy. I'm Priesting Officer Lamawad. This is Priesting Officer Kagawar. And we will be your humble servants today in this Sabbath service, all right? Today we are coming out of Deuteronomy chapter 6. This is where the Israelites are being given the law. This is where it all begins for the Israelites and what we are commanded to do under the Lord. Unfortunately, no, I don't want to say unfortunately. How do I want to put this? Fortunately for us, we understand that we have to keep the law, statutes, and commandments, right? Unfortunately, for some of us, the laws are not done away with. And why I say unfortunately is because we have a lot of brothers and sisters caught up in Christianity and Islam that don't obey, they don't even obey their own rules. So, you know, how they gonna obey God's rules? But even in that, I tell people all the time, if you have children, you're a hypocrite. We're a hypocrite. And most people will ask me, well, why? Why am I a hypocrite? Because you have children that you punish for breaking your rules, but then you don't want God to punish you. If you're a child of God, like you say in your Christian church, and you come out the mouth and say, well, I'm a child of God, and you don't obey not one law, you're a hypocrite. Because you punish your children all the time when they break your rules. You see what I'm saying? It's very simple. If you keep things simple and plain, and you don't try to get complicated with this truth, because there's nothing complicated about it. He says do it, you do it. He says don't do it, you don't do it. It's very easy. But the complications come in. The complications come in with us. That's why we're the ones that broke the covenant. God didn't break the covenant, we broke the covenant. God's laws wasn't imperfect. It was us being imperfect, disobedient, right? It had nothing to do with. I hear so many things from Christians that it's disgusting. You know what I'm saying? Because they say he knew we couldn't keep it. Well, obviously he didn't know you couldn't keep it, because if you say he knew we couldn't keep it, then you're saying he's an imperfect God. Why should I follow an imperfect God? Why would I do that?
It's like, sir.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Go ahead.
Yeah, he basically gave us a chance to prove him wrong.
Exactly.
You know, he gave us that opportunity to, make ourselves righteous before for him.
That's true, and you're right. But in that, he had hope in us to do the right thing.
Come on.
And we tested him at every corner. You see what I'm saying? It was, and we're about to read it. When you talk about tempting, right? Tempting the Lord. You know what tempting is?
Come on.
What is it?
Tempting?
Yeah.
Basically testing him. Basically,
right.
You know
how you
get over on him.
Like you ever had your child, or you ever, when you were a child, and your mom or your dad say, "Boy, don't test me." That's tempting. It's like you trying me. It's the same thing. You trying me. You see what I'm saying? Because as a kid, I know it's me. Even now, but as a kid, my gift, and I just say it like that, is I can get under people's skin. I have a gift for that. You know what I mean? Like, I can just pick at you till finally at some point you're gonna break. You're gonna fight me or whatever the case may be. I just got a knack for it. I don't even be trying sometimes. You know what I mean? And I've heard it throughout my life. Boy, don't test me. Don't you trying my patience right now? And you couldn't say that to me, because that's when I'm gonna start going even harder. Yeah, and then it ends up in a fight, right? But that's what we did to the Most High God. We tempted him. It was like, yeah, I just ate that pork. Now what? He ain't killed me. He ain't did nothing to me. And the Lord looking at you like, you really trying me, man. You really trying me. You really want me to do something to you. I mean, because that's how it be. Like, even if you in a fight, right? Like, somebody talking trash to you, and you really don't want to fight them. And you like, hey, man, chill with all that. I don't want to fight you, bro. Like, I don't want to put these hands on you. But you keep talking, you keep chirping, as they say, right? And it's like, man, you really try. You want me to put my hands on you, bro. Why? You really want to find out if I'm like that. You see what I'm saying? That's how the Lord looks at us, like, why do you keep tempting me? And what you're tempting him to do is put that evil on you. Like, people that's in LGBTQ, our people that's in LGBTQ, they are tempting the Lord. And so then you get AIDS. He's like, okay, you want to keep doing it? Got something for you. You can't get off. Then you get monkeypox. It's like, yeah, you gonna be able to get it off, but it's gonna show so bad on you that everybody that's seen you is like, you's one nasty. You know what I mean? But and that's tempting, right? So we're about to read about this. Where is the? Hand me that. I'm gonna do the Hebrew. Officer Kagawa is gonna do the English for you guys, and we're gonna have a good Sabbath service. All right.
Come, sir.
I'm gonna start off with the first 3 verses. It's Deuteronomy chapter 6, verses 1 through 3 in the Hebrew. Waza'ath, Hamatazawa, Hakakwayam, Wahamasha Salaki, Wahamasha Patayam, Ashar, Tazawa, Yahweh, Allah Yakam, Lalamad, Atakam, Lishawath, Barataza, Ashar, Atham, Abayam, Shema, Larashata, verse 2, Laman, Tayara'ah, Oth, Yahweh, Alahayak, Lashamar, Oth, Kal, Kwakwata Yawa, Wamataza Wata Yawa, Ashar, Anakaya, Matazawak, Ata, Wabanak, Waban, Banak, Kal, Yamaya, Kayayak, Walaman, Yarakan, Yamayak, verse 3. Yashamath, Yasharala, Washamarath, Lishawath, Ashar, Yayatab, Lakah, Washar, Tharabawan, Ma'ad, Kashar, Dabar, Yahweh, Alahaya, Abateyak, Lakah, Aratazah, Zabath, Kalab, Wadabash.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6, verses 1 through 3. And these are the commandments, the statutes, and the judgments, which Yahweh your God commanded to teach you, that ye might do them in the land whither ye go to possess it.
All right, hold on one second. So, these are the laws, statutes, and commandments, or these are commandments, statutes, and judgments, right? That the Lord your God commanded to teach you. Can anybody tell me real quick something significant in this part just right here?
If I could, I want
Go
the
ahead.
fact that you talking about the fact that it says your God.
That too, but there's something else I'm looking for, and I'll say Christians like to say that this is somebody's, and this disproves it. Yeah, you know where I'm getting at? Whose law do they like to say it is?
Moses.
Yeah. But whose law is it?
Yahweh's.
Right. And that's why it says right here, it says thou might, wait, it says, these are the commandments, the statutes, and the judgments which the Lord your God commanded to teach you. So it's telling you, this is not mine.
That's
It's
right.
God telling me to teach you. You see what I'm saying? And the Christian never tell you Moses' law. Yeah, it's called Moses' law, but it's not Moses' law. Right? It was given by Moses by commandment from the Most High God. You see what I'm saying? And that's all you got to do. Because you want to tell me to keep Moses' law? No, I'm telling you to keep God's law. What are you talking about? Like, and I just have to kind of press to every one of y'all that don't get caught up in the web that people try to cast on you. You see what I'm saying? That's how they try to get you caught up, because they'll say, well, it says it in the book. It's Moses' law. And you'll be like, and if you're not thinking, you'll be like, it do say that. You see what I'm saying? Because it does say that, right? Even Christ said, is it not the law of Moses?
But it's context to it.
But it's context to it. He was just told to teach you the law. Because we understand that the law's been here since the beginning, since before the world was even formed. It's the word, right?
Come on.
The word was God, word is God. Why? Because that's what it's all about. This whole book is about the law.
Come on,
you can't get around it. I don't care how much you try to say this, say that, you can't get around it, because it's discipline, it's morality. It's the only way into the kingdom of heaven.
Come on.
That's why Christ holds the keys to life and death. Because he's going to check off. Nigga, you've been eating pork. He's going to look at his book. Hey. He going to say, Lahab Karash. Hey, nigga, on June the 6th, 2025, you was at Red Lobster. Yeah, no, I'm seeing right here. You ordered the shrimp etouffee, nigga. What the? Whoa, nah, hold on, nah. That off with his head, man. I make jest, but yeah, that's how judgment gonna hit you. Cause you gonna roll up there like that. Y'all Bashim, y'all sir. Yeah. Oh shit. Oh, excuse me, Salaki. I don't mean to. But yeah, that's how you gonna roll up. You gonna roll up thinking you there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was in the UPK. You slipped up that one time. Becky got you. Becky was fine that day, boy. You didn't think nobody's gonna find out, did you? That's how Christ's gonna be looking at you. Like you didn't think I was watching? Yeah, I had to be about my father's business, but we everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but anyway, I digress. This God's law says it right here. Moses is being taught to, or is being commanded to teach the children of Israel, that ye might do them in the land whither ye go to possess it. Meaning, it don't matter where you go, it stands, right? No matter what land you go into, all right? Go ahead.
Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 2. That thou mightest fear Yahweh thy God, to keep all the statutes and his commandments, which I command thee, thou and thy son, and thy son's son, all the days of thy life, and that thy days may be prolonged. Verse 3.
Hold on.
Come on.
Okay. Fearing the Lord is not being scared of the Lord. Fearing the Lord is being afraid of what he can do to you for breaking the law, statutes, and commandments. Right? If you choose to go into homosexuality, you should be very afraid. You're gonna come up with AIDS. You're gonna come up with something you can't get rid of.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? This thing a little too big. Keep slipping. You should be afraid of those things. The Lord is not, because if you see it some way, like if you say being afraid of the Lord, then you can't turn around and say the Lord is not of fear. Do you see what I'm saying? Because if you in the Lord, you're not of fear, because the Lord is not of fear. So when it's talking about fear of the Lord, fear what he can do to you. if you go sleep with another brother's wife, right? Fear that the Lord is going to put you to death, right? Does that mean you just going to be walking and fall down dead? No. It means you might be walking, somebody come by and do a drive-by on you. You could be walking, cops come, say you had a gun. Next thing you know, you leaking like they do. You know what I'm saying? That's the evil that's gonna come upon you. You know, it's gonna be a quick, swift death out of nowhere. And you should be afraid of that. All right? So that's what it means by that. Then when we get down and talks about, it says, I command thee, as far as to teach them to your son, your son's son, all the days of thy life, and that thy days may be prolonged. A Christian will look at this, and this is what I was talking about in my Wednesday class as far as being under the letter of the law, right? A person that's living under the letter of the law will look at this and be like, okay, so I got to keep it, my son's got to keep it, and his son's got to keep it. Cool. But they don't go no farther because they're just going by the letter of it. See what I'm saying? So I got to keep it all the way up to my great-grandson. After that, we cool. But that's not what this is saying. That when you're living by the spirit of the law, you understand this means forever.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? But you get simple people of our people. Well, no, it says right here. Who is your son? That's your son, right? And his son will be your grandson, right? There ain't nobody after that. So my grandson ain't after him. His kids ain't got to keep it.
It's like, so just letter means literal.
You're very literal. And you don't know how to live by the spirit of it. So when you read this, understand what it's saying. It's saying forever.
Come on,
right?
sir.
All right, good.
Verse 3. Hear therefore, O Israel, and observe to do it, that it may be well with thee, and that ye may increase mightily, as Yahweh God of thy fathers hath promised thee, in the land that floweth with milk and honey.
So you increase mightily. When you increase by mightily, is you teaching your kid, you teaching your sons, your daughters. Your sons are teaching their sons and their daughters, and you're being raised up in the Lord mightily. You see what I'm saying? You're all on one accord. That's how Israel is supposed to be, all on one accord, so that you're not seduced by other doctrines and philosophies that the nations around you will have. You see what I'm saying? Because if you're not raised up in this and you're standing 10 toes down on it, somebody can seduce you away. Meaning you may run into a Christian that makes a really good argument. And because you shaky in this, because you not at home studying this and looking up these words and figuring out what they mean and all of this, you go and talk to a Christian that's well versed, and it sounds good. And some of these Christians, man, it sounds good. It sounds good as hell. You know, you mean I've had a Christian told me I'm forgiven for my past sins, my present sins, and my future sins.
I heard that one before.
Yeah. Meaning I ain't gotta, man, I can live however I want. I can be the most vile, disgusting person in the world, and I'm forgiven for it.
Because Jesus loved me.
Because Jesus loves me. That he gave his life so that I could just live mine. So I can just go do whatever I want to. Yeah, that's diabolical as hell. But if you got a reprobate mind, you're going to believe it. And if you're not grounded in this truth, you're going to believe it. You're going to believe it. It's just, now, you may do like some people and believe it, but then you kind of throw out a few things here and there. I don't sleep with animals. I ain't doing that. You know, I don't sleep with my family members. I don't do that. But these 304s, oh yeah, I do that. Yeah, I do that. Strip club? Yeah, I go to the strip club. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, they got a gay strip club? Why not? Let's go on in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I mean, that's how it starts.
Yeah.
That's how it starts.
I just wanted to see.
I'm going in there because all them gays, so the women that's in there, they all for me. That's how it starts. And then you get hit on, you know, and then you mess around and see something you like. Then it's like, you got to understand warfare. You got to understand what you open yourselves up to when you even entertain it. You can't even entertain it. You're not supposed to entertain it. You know what I'm saying? That's why in the beginning when with Adam, right? It said you can eat of every fruit of every tree except this one. They say you can do all this except this one. And then Eve with her nasty self, you know, she had to go over here and believe this nation that was, and we know who that nation was. But anyway, I digress. All right. Deuteronomy, we're gonna get the next. I'm gonna get the next 4 verses. I'm gonna go through 8. All right. This is Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 4 through 8 in the Hebrew. Shemai, Yasha'Allah, Yahweh, Allah Nawah, Yahweh, Akkad, verse 5. Wahabath, Oth, Yahweh, Allah Yak, Bakal, Lababak, Wabakal, Napashak, Wabakal, Ma'adak, verse 6. Wahayaw, Wahayawa, Hadabar Yum, Hahala, Ashar, Anakaya, Matazawak, Hayawam, Allah, Lababak, verse 7. Washanatham, Labanayak, Wadabayrath, Bama, Bashabatakam, Babayatak, Wabalakathak, Badarak, Wabasha Yabak, Wabakwawamak, verse 8. Wakwasharatham, Wath, Al, Yadak, Wahayawa, Latatapath, Bayan, Ayanayak.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6, verse 4 through 8. Hear, O Israel, how our God is one Lord.
One Lord. The Most High God, Yahushua, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, and the Holy Spirit are 3 separate entities. Understand that.
Common concept.
All right, go ahead.
And thou shalt love Yahweh thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might.
All right. Give me you know what scripture I'm looking for. For this is the love of God. I think it's 1 John. Is it 1 John 5 and 3?
Sound about right.
Because you got to define these words. Love in a Christian mindset is hugs and kisses. Hugs and kisses and all that good feelings, romantic stuff. You see what I'm saying? But that's not what love is according to the Bible. All right? And you've got to be able to be, on it. when pressed about these type of things. All right, I believe it's for. I could be wrong. 1 John 5 and 3.
Come on.
All right.
This book of 1 John, chapter 5, verse 3. For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous.
All right, so the love of God is that we keep his commandments. The precept is right here in Deuteronomy 5, thou shalt love the Lord with thy God, with all thine heart, with all thy soul, and with all thy might. Meaning you're going to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments to the T. You know what I'm saying? That just is what it is. You shouldn't try to fight it. It's like trying to fight air. You ain't never gonna be able to hit air. You know what I'm saying? So why would you try? I mean, that's what Christianity really is you basically fighting the wind. How can you win that fight? You can't. It's for nothing. It's vain. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
I mean, if you just sitting there living by faith and you're not doing anything, it's vain. Like, what are you doing? It's like having a job and never going to work, and you just having faith that they gonna pay you. It's silly. You see what I'm saying? And the Bible says faith without works is dead. So the same thing with your job. Is like, you don't go to work, you ain't gonna get paid. You ain't gonna eat. You gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying? So you got to do something. You know. Well, we know. I ain't gonna get into the whole. We know right from wrong, man. No, you don't. I just tell you, no, you don't. Keep going.
Verse 4. Here, slide again. Verse 6. And these words which I commanded thee this day shall be in thine heart.
And the heart is your mind. All right, we all understand. Your heart is your mind. You understand, Kabal? All right, meaning that's how you gonna live your life. You walking down the street. Oh, they got a 2-for-1 special on a pork chop platter. Man, it's only $5.99. But then
I was wondering how I was gonna eat this.
I know, right? All I had was $6. You know what I'm saying? But if these law, statutes, and commandments are continually on your mind, you're gonna be like, brother, I can't do it. I can't do it. Before you eat that red beans and rice, right? It's just red beans and rice. But you ask questions first. Like, you go to Popeyes. Hey, what y'all? Oh, we cooking in a lard batter. Shoot. Go ahead.
I had a question. So what about those people that like saying, "Oh, well, what are we supposed to eat? Nothing." When you tell
That's a scoffing question. That they're trying to just scoff at you. You see what I'm saying? They're just trying to make you look silly. That's all that question is. They know there's other things to eat. You know there's other things to eat. How you answer that question is, I'm not even going to answer that dumbass question. Like, that's just dumb. It's dumb. I mean, it really is. It's dumb. I wouldn't even answer it. You see what I'm saying?
I don't want to.
A lot of times, what you can do is, don't say anything at all. Just stare at them. Just stare at them. The uncomfortable silence it cuts deeper than anything. Because when you know you're stupid, you're gonna fill that air with something. So a lot of times, just don't say anything. Just look at them. Just stare at them. Stare at them in a way that is like, really? You see what I'm saying? Like, you can get words across without actually opening your mouth. You can look at them in disgust or in pity. Like, I pity you for being this dumb. See what I'm saying? But that's all it is. It's a question just to try to get a laugh from whoever's listening, to try to make you look stupid. It's like it. Go ahead.
I was just saying, like, if that, or just say, I look at it as a test. That could be a test that, Lord seeing if I'm going to pass. And when you stick to it, Lord seeing you stick to it, He's going to reward you for, sticking to His law in the end. So,
right.
If if the thought comes to your mind, just think of it as just another test and where I can prove myself to the Lord.
You never. Okay, let me ask you real quick. What do you do, like for work, if you don't mind me asking?
I work at Amazon.
Okay, so you, in your job, there's things that you know how to do, right? And you know that that's the way to do it, right? So if I come over and I tell you that's not the way to do it, are you gonna argue with me? Like, you absolutely 100% without a doubt know what you're doing is the right way. And I come to you and tell you, nah, it should be this way. Are you gonna argue with me?
I'm gonna look at you crazy.
Right, because you don't argue something that's the truth. I don't need to argue with you. Even in the UPK, we're not arguing with you about the truth. We're arguing to try to get you to understand the truth so that you may be saved. We're not trying to argue with you to get you to see things my way. I know the truth. I know what the truth is. I don't care about what you think. I'm hoping that the Lord will open your ears so you can hear it. But I'm not arguing with you. Why am I arguing? I'm like, you're not gonna. We're going into this knowing that I am never gonna change what I'm thinking. What the Lord has revealed to me to be the truth. What the men in the UPK know to be the truth. I'm not going into it to see if yours is true. I already know the truth. So I don't. At the end of the day, if I see that you're not gonna get it, I'm wasting my breath at that point. And a lot of times I'll say it. A lot of times I'll say, hey man, we can go on with this conversation, but just understand I'm only going on with the conversation because of you. Because at this point I see it's for no good. And you're not gonna change what I believe. So you can keep on with the ignorant stuff all you want to. I'll sit here and listen because I'm a brother to you. You know what I'm saying? And I hope through your dumb, vain talk, you'll finally, like, sometimes when you talk and you're wrong, you hear it. And then you sit back and you be like, oh, well, damn. I've done it. You know what I'm saying? I've done it before. You know, me and my wives have talked, and I'll be, no, it's this, and then I'll be like, damn, you right. And then he'll start laughing because he knows. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, no, you don't never have to argue the truth. You know what the truth is. That's my point. You don't have to argue that. So when they say something like, well, I ain't gonna have nothing to eat, well, then starve. That's what I get. Then starve then. Love the Lord enough to starve. You don't love the Lord enough? Oh, okay. Well, then let me just go on about my business because I love the Lord. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I digress.
You can eat dung if you wanted to.
I'm just saying. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. But go ahead.
That's it.
We were at 8? We weren't at 8.
Oh, Salakius.
That was the end of 6. Yeah.
Verse 7. And thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and shalt talk to them when thou sittest in thy house, and when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up. Verse 8.
Well, let's real quick. I think it's really obvious. You teach your children, right? You don't have to hammer it into your children. Like listen to me. Lord said do this, you gonna do this. I don't want to hear nothing. You ain't gotta do all that. You can sit there and just have a conversation. Put it into their terms. You see what I'm saying? Put it in things that they understand. You know what I mean? Because you got to be able to get through to children, just like you got to be able to get through to adults. You see what I'm saying? You got to put it in a way that they can understand it. You know, just like when it says walkest by the way, y'all might be just walking through the mall. You know what I'm saying? Right. You just walking, doing your everyday thing. Shalom Shabbat. You say you walking through the mall, right? And say you have a daughter, and you see another young girl about her age, but she got her shorts all up and half her booty hanging out. And you say, see, this is exactly why I tell you that the Lord don't. Do you see that? And you ask your daughter, you don't see nothing wrong with that? You see all these people, you see these grown men. I'll tell my daughter, look at these grown men's faces that pass her. And that'll tell you everything you need to know. Okay. Because what are men gonna do, right? What are men gonna do when they see a young girl with half her butt hanging out or some booty shorts? What they gonna do? They either gonna holler at her, or they gonna get a slight look. If they walk by, they gonna get the quick. You know what I'm saying? Right. Or they gonna act like they looking at something else and glance. And so I tell my daughters, I say, this is why you don't dress like that. Because just watch. Don't watch the girl. Watch the men around her. Watch them. The older men in like their 50s and 60s. You see what I'm saying? 20s, we already know. Yeah. Come on. Watch these older men that you think, oh, they got a family, they got shit. That man that's sitting there with his wife's purse while his wife is in the store. Watch him. Just watch him. Watch his eyes. I always, Dad, you might have been right. Ain't no might have been. I've been here. I've been on this planet for quite a while. I know how we do. You know what I'm saying? And if that old man had a chance, if that young girl came to him on the cool, on the sly, he gonna take it. He gonna take it. I said, so this is what they looking at you the same way. And you gotta understand that. You gotta know it. Just like if I had a son, I tell him the same way. Like, hey man, you got a girl that dresses like that, right? Do you think that's somebody you want? Well, of course he's gonna be like, yeah, Dad, yeah, look at her. Yeah, look at her. You know what I'm saying? She fine. I'm like, yeah, she fine. Look at all the men. Why I gotta look at the men? What are the men doing? What they looking at her? They looking at her.
You just like them, man.
You just like them. Right. You just like them. So now let's say you go get her. Right? And she go along with it. She with you, right? Is she just with you? Well, but you know, and all these men are looking at her. Are you now sharing your woman? Well, wait a minute. No, she's getting all this attention. Is she strong enough to handle all this attention? Especially when she's not around you? That's the kind of woman you want? Well, it's always going to try to make excuses because, youngsters, they, we always think we're smarter than that, right? But, no, I'm just saying all of that to say, in this scripture, you're to teach your kids diligently. Don't make it coarse. Don't make it hard for them to understand where they don't want to learn from you. You see what I'm saying? Because we can sit down. we're going to read chapter such and such, to such and such, and you're going to listen, and you just turned their brain right off.
Come on, sir.
They don't want to hear that. You got to make it where they can understand it. You got to put it in today's terms, not even in your terms of how you grew up. You got to put it in their terms on how they're growing up. You see what I'm saying? Which means you're going to have to learn them and what gets through to them. Because if not, you're going to lose them. You're going to lose them to their peers. And the peers are being taught by those that are not in the UPK, those that are not in the truth. And sooner or later, you're going to find that you're going to have to give them up. I mean, it's a hard truth to swallow, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. You may have to give up your child to the world.
All right.
Because your child ain't going to listen to you no more. And it's for you to understand and to realize when your child is not listening to you anymore. And now you're either going to have to figure out, how do I get them to listening to me again? Or you're just going to have to be like, hey, man, I see I can't get through to you. All I can do is pray to the Lord that you come around. You know what I'm saying? But when you're here, you're not bringing that stuff here. Now, that's what I can control.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? So, don't come in here with that BS. If you gonna dress like a 304, you better not do it in this house. You better leave this house and then go do it somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? But, even in that, you still got problems because they still coming back to your house. But again, you're trying to be a loving father like the Most High is being a loving father. But even the Most High said, you know what? I'm just going to give you up to vile affection.
Okay.
Meaning you want to serve these other gods or you want to do all these abominable things, go do it. Go do it. But then you have the parable of the prodigal son, where one son stayed and was an obedient child and another one went off and did all these and squandered his inheritance. But when he came back, the father still embraced him with open arms. So you still got to be your children's father. You see what I'm saying? You still got to be there for them. But you're not going to be there for them in their wickedness. You just can't. Because if you are, then you're not there for the Lord. You can't allow anybody to pull you from the Lord. Not even your children. Yeah. That's why Abraham was a obedient man in that he was going to sacrifice Isaac. And he said, from death I got him, and in death I'll return him, because I understand how life works now. You see what I'm saying? And so he was ready to give up Isaac. He didn't even think about it. You know how tough that is? I want you to put that in reality. You know how tough that is? Take your child and put him on the table, and you get a knife and you about to stab him through the heart. You gotta have some strong faith.
That's next level.
That's next level. I don't know if we own that. Maybe we are, maybe we ain't. I don't know. That's for each one. That's for each one of us, right? All right, my bad. I digress. Let's go ahead.
Verse 8. Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 8. And thou shalt bind them for a sign upon thy hand, and they shall be as frontlets between thine eyes.
It's just talking about the law, statutes, and commandments. You gotta everything you do and everything you think. All right? It's always got to be continually on the Lord.
Top of your mind, huh?
Right. All right. I'm gonna get 9 through 12. It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6, verses 9 through 12 in the Hebrew. Wakatabathum Allah Mazazawa, so like it, Mazazawath, Bayatak, Wabasha Iriyak, verse 10, Wahaya, Kaya, Yabayaak, Yahweh, Alayak, All, Haratza, Ashar, Nashabai, Labata Yak, La Abaraham, La Hataza Kak, Wala Yaquab, Latath, Laka, Ariyam, Gadalath, Watabath, Ashar, La'ah, Manyath, verse 11. Wabatayam, Mala'ayam, Kal, Tawab, Ashar, La'ah, Mala'ath, Wabarath, Katazawabayam, Ashar, La'ah, Katazabath, Karimayam, Wazayatayam, Ashar, La'ah, Nata'ath, so like it, Nata'ath, Wa'akalath, Washaba'ath, verse 12. Hashamar, Lakah, Panya, Tashakak, Oth, Yahweh, Ashar, Hawataza Ya'ak, Maratza, Matazariyam, Mabayath, Abadayam. What I say I was going to go through?
12?
12, yeah, that was 12.
This book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6, verses 9 through 12. And thou shalt write them upon thy posts, it's like it, the posts of thy house, and on thy gates. And it shall be when Yahweh thy God shall have brought thee into the land where he sware unto thy fathers, to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob, to give thee great and goodly cities, which thou buildest not.
Because we got servants for that.
Putting
on their posts and everything is just basically like to be able to put it on your mind, just like fringes. You see what I'm saying? It's on your mind continually. All right. Because your mind is supposed to be continually on it. Because why? Get me the heart is wicked. I'm not sure if anybody get it real quick. I done forgot where it is. But these law, statutes, and commandments should continually be on your mind, because your mind is desperately wicked, and it's always thinking up different things for you to do. And you know the scriptures, and I'm paraphrasing on this one, but the scriptures say there's a way that seemeth right to a man, but the ways thereof is destruction. So your mind might tell you, nah, it's all right to be in the strip club, long as you don't do nothing. Long as you ain't touching on the booty, you good. But it's extremely wicked, because you're gonna give in. First time stripper come over there, start rubbing on you, it's over with. You're gonna give up. It's like, man, she ain't gonna charge me. I couldn't pass that up. She was gonna give me a 2-for-1 lap dance. Couldn't give that up. Like, come on, man, brother. I'm human. You see what I'm saying? You start making excuses. Go ahead.
This book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 9. The heart is deceitful above all things.
Above all things.
And desperately wicked.
It's desperately wicked. You know how bad that, you know how crazy that sounds, that the mind is desperately wicked. Meaning it can't wait to be wicked. Is that, go ahead.
And who can know it?
And nobody on this planet can ever know it. These so-called white men and his scientists, they always trying to pick apart the brain and all this stuff and trying to figure out why we do this, why we do that. For all I know, they actually are cloning people. You know what I'm saying? They probably are. You know, I don't. Half of me don't want to believe it. Half of me believes it. You know, they have to search out everything. You know why so-called white people have to search out everything. You know why that is? And this is purely me in my speculation.
I would guess just to say they did it, be the first ones to do it for their own glory, basically. That's what I would guess.
What I understand and what I believe is that they have no faith. You see what I'm saying? They have no faith. Even when you talk about your Christians, your so-called white Christians, they have no faith because they're always trying to find out why. It's always a question of why. Why are we here? Why is the planets this way? Why is this that? Why is that this? When the Lord is just like, man, when it comes to Israelites, all I wanted y'all to do was just obey me and be happy. When it came to Adam in the garden, all I wanted you to do was just obey me and be happy. That was it.
Be fruitful.
Be fruitful and multiply, like I said to do. Have dominion over the earth. You know what I'm saying? Just be happy. That's all I wanted you to do. That's all I wanted. But you had to find out the evil part of it. You had to find out the cruelty and all this other abominable stuff. You just had to know. And why you had to know? It wasn't even Adam. Adam was cool. Nowhere in there was Adam not cool. Adam was just a simp. He was just a simp for his woman. Because his woman was the one that had to know. You know what I'm saying? His woman was the one that was like, I know you make $100,000 a year, but you could do better. You could make $200,000. So you, as a simp, you go and you working 5 jobs and you making $200,000 a year. That's great, baby. That's great. But you could do better. You should always be wanting to do more. I want a man with ambition. Because you couldn't just be happy with what you have. Like the Lord said, be happy with what you have. If it wasn't for women, men could live in an apartment, a 1-bedroom apartment with a lawn chair and a PlayStation.
And a mattress.
I don't even gotta have a mattress. I could have a pallet and a pillow. I'm good. Some food. All I need is a pizza and some noodles. Me, you know what I'm saying, and some Kool-Aid. I'm good. I don't even need no drink. Men need drink to cope with all the bull, with all the BS.
Come on, sir.
It's the only reason you need alcohol. Alcohol gets you a artificial happiness.
Come on.
But if you didn't have all this other stuff to deal with, you wouldn't be sad in the first place. If you wasn't out here trying to bust your butt to get your woman a Louis Vuitton purse that she don't even need, you got a Louis Vuitton purse with no money in it. Make this make sense. This don't even make sense. You got $500 shoes on. You done spent your whole paycheck on your shoes and your fit. Where you walking to? You ain't got no money when you get there. What's that?
I don't want to.
Shalom Shabbat, sir. It's the silly things we do because our mind is not on the Lord. You know how your mind should be on the Lord? And I'm digressing a little bit from this, but I think this is important for every Israelite that knows he's an Israelite to understand. Do you know ultimately how your mind is on the Lord? Can anybody answer that? And it's very When you get the answer, you're gonna be like, you know what? It's very simple. But can anyone answer that? Go ahead.
If I could, I don't want to say by putting the Lord first in everything that you do.
That's the first commandment. You own it. You own it. But how do you know your mind is truly on the Lord in this place? You want to take a stab at it? When I say you own it, you own it. Just keep going with it. Because something I just said to you was key to it. What you just said was the what? When you said, what did you say?
I said putting the Lord first in everything that you do.
Right, which is what?
You said that's the first commandment.
It's the first commandment, right? What's the second commandment?
What do you mean what's the second?
What's the second commandment?
Putting no other gods. You talking about out of the 10? Or you
Love your brother.
Out of God's laws. He just said it.
Love your brother.
You know that you're in the Lord when you stop looking at yourself. When you look at him and 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 you saying to yourself, what can I do to serve him? What can I do to help him? And you don't look at yourself anymore. Because that's what it's about. That's what Christ was about. Christ didn't do anything for himself. When he baptized, when he washed feet, when he talks about servants obey your masters and masters in likewise do, he's trying to get you to understand is you serve yourself by serving your brothers and your sisters. You see what I'm saying? You're stronger because you serve your brothers and your sisters. You see what I'm saying? You got to remove self because self brings about envy, covetousness, and all of these others that are against the law, adultery. If I'm thinking about my brother, I never am thinking about his wife. You see what I'm saying? If I'm thinking about my brother, I'm thinking about adding on to whatever he has. So I can't envy anything he has. I can't covet anything that he has because I'm thinking about him. Plus, he's thinking about me. So he's like sharing everything with me. So how can I envy and covet anything he is? Like, hey, Chicago, well, I need to use the crib. Now it's so crazy. It's a crazy, but he's probably, if he's thinking about me, first he might ask, well, what you need it for? Now if I say something crazy like, man, I'm gonna throw a party, bro.
Throwing my wife.
Like, wait a minute, man, hold on. Like, how you gonna throw a party and I'm not even invited at my crib? You know what I'm saying? So, but you get what I'm saying though. You see what I'm saying? I come in here, I know y'all haven't eaten, but I come in here with just a box of chicken. I got a decision to make. Either I'm not gonna bring chicken or I'm gonna bring chicken for everybody. And then we'll go out after the Sabbath service and eat together. But it's almost a selfish thing if you know that nobody else is eating. I'll just say that. You see what I'm saying? Like you call ahead, like I do with my family. If I'm going home, I call. Have y'all ate yet? No? You want me to pick up something? Because that's me thinking about them before I think about myself. Now, if I'm thinking about myself, I'm going to pick up something to eat. And then I'm going to go home. And then when I get home, I'm start eating. They'll be like, man, what you doing? Like, we hungry too. Oh, my bad. My bad. I say my bad and go back to eating. You see what I'm saying? So that's go ahead.
So like, sir, if I may, that starts with paying your tithes.
Right.
Paying your tithes, it's you're starting on the path of, everything you just
right.
talked about.
Right.
That's the bare minimum.
Right. Right, because it's given to the Lord. That's not thinking about. That's why it says the Lord says to give with a cheerful heart. If you sitting up here like, damn man, I made $1,000, 10%. Man, that's $100, man. Like I need that. When you start thinking of it like that, whereas somebody else that's a cheerful giver, all right, that's it. They ain't thinking about it. Because then you know what's gonna happen? In your example, right, with the tithes, in which he's exactly right, because that was in the beginning with Cain and Abel. Cain and Abel were doing the sacrifice, right? Abel gave an unblemished, I forget what it was. Was it a lamb or was it, I forget. Whatever animal he had, he gave an unblemished, the best. It said it was the best of whatever he had. He just gave it cheerfully. Didn't think about it, none of that. But Abel, I think it was some vegetables, I believe.
I forgot which one.
And it wasn't even his best vegetables. It was just like, here, nigga. Just take it. That's how the Lord looking at it. When you giving it, it's like here, nigga, take it. We know what that means. You didn't really want to give it to me. You just gave it to me because you had to. That's the same thing with the law. That's what being under the law is. Remember I talked about the letter of the law? Being under the law is, can't eat no pork. Man, well, just give me some steak then, man. Shit. This nigga. Because you don't really care about the Lord. You're just doing it because the Lord says you can't do it. And you don't want to be punished for it. But you're not doing it out of spirit, meaning, oh, no, I can't have that pork, man. Hell no, I love the Lord too much. You see what I'm saying? Oh, no, I can't go in that strip club. Hell no, I love the Lord too much. Come on, man, technically you ain't gonna get in trouble, man. The Lord says you just can't think of them like that. Just don't think of them like that when you go in there. Like, nah, I love the Lord too much to even go in there, brother. And you should have enough love for the Lord too. You know what I'm saying? That's how that is, man. You're supposed to have a mindset of just, we do it for each other. I don't do it for myself. Because what good is the kingdom if I'm the only one in it? So I got mansions on mansions with no people because I kept the truth to myself, and I didn't serve nobody else but myself. I just kept. That's what our people do, and I know I'm digressing. That's why I'm trying to get these. I know if Shad y'all looking, he's like, man, you brother be talking. You can't do anything without your brothers. You can't. I mean, you just think about it. You can't. If you have so selfish an attitude, you're going to be alone. You're just going to be alone, man. It just is what it is. And if you cool with being alone, go be alone. But that's not of God. That's not how God set it up. That's not how he wants it. It's not what it is to be. All right? I guess we all understand. We on the same accord. All right. Let's move on. Where was I at?
I just finished 8.
No, because we started at 9. You finished 10. Do 11.
Come on. Book of Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 11. And the house is full of all good things, which thou fillest not, and wells digged, which thou diggest not, vineyards and olive trees, which thou plantest not, and when thou shalt have eaten and be full, slacking. Verse 12. Then beware, lest thou forget lest thou forget Yahweh.
Now, this is where I want to stop real quick. This is our people. What you have to be very careful and mindful of, as the Lord adds to you. Like you say, you praying to be able to help your brothers and sisters, and you obeying the law, statutes, and commandments, and the Lord starts to bless you and give you more abundantly, and things of that nature and starts to improve your life, right? You cannot then turn around and forget the Lord, because that's what our people do. As soon as you get some money, Lord, the Lord who? You see what I'm saying? The Lord who? What you mean? Kagawa who? When the last time you talked to Kagawa? Who is Kagawa?
I don't know what he's doing.
I'm not my brother's keeper. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you can't, because a gift destroys the heart.
Come on,
or spoils, whatever. I'm paraphrasing, but it is a gift destroyed the heart. I said it right. Yeah. If the Lord's got to know that first your mind is on Him to add to you accordingly. Christians don't understand that. They think because they got some money that the Lord blessed them with that money. Well, I always ask this question. Well, if you got money and the Lord blessed you, and this Buddhist has money, who blessed him? He don't believe in God. Did Buddha bless him? Because that's who he says blessed him. Who I'm supposed to believe? Because it seems to me if we going to believe like that, if we going off of money and houses and cars that you have, right, then I can go serve Buddha. Because Buddha blessed him. He has cars and money and all of that type of stuff. So maybe you don't know what the F you talking about when it comes, because blessings from the Lord is according to His will. You see what I'm saying? You know what His will is? Anybody? Well, that's true. That is true. That is true. But what's His will?
Would it be to fear the Lord?
Well, that's a commandment. That's a part of obeying the laws, right? Right? But His will is that we're on top and everybody else is in servitude to us, that they're second-class citizens. That's how He set it up. His will is that the kingdom is here on earth as it is in heaven, just like the Lord's Prayer is, right? And that we're in rulership. His will is that we be perfect as our Father in heaven is perfect, like Christ said. You see what I'm saying? So when we talk about these things now, the Lord can add money to you. He can add cars and houses to you. He can add those things to you, but it's because you're taking those things and you're serving His people with it. You're not thinking about it. Like Moses. Moses gave up all of that for the people to suffer with them in the wilderness. Because he knows that you don't care about none of that stuff. That it's all just a means to an end, that you'll give it up at any point. You see what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? So if you pray, don't do like a Christian and pray for those things in vain. If you pray for it to serve your people, to be able to give them something that they don't have. But even in that, you would do it unto those that are in the truth. Because if you gave it to those outside of the truth, they're not going to do anything, and they're going to do this. They're going to forget the Lord. Get a Christian's going to forget the Lord. If he becomes a multimillionaire, he ain't got nothing to do with the Lord no more. He's just going to give money. He's going to throw money at it. Which is what you see in a lot of these Christian churches. Those people that have money, they just throw money at it. But best believe if they throw money at it, they're going to have everything to say in this church. They're going to have something to say about everything that goes on in that church. That pastor don't have no power. Unless the pastor's taking the money and exceeding himself, like a lot of these mega churches do. He's got to stay above the rich man and become the rich man. And then he ends up going astray. You see what I'm saying? See how it works? How you can forget the Lord and all of it? That's why I thank God for the UPK, because these are men, we come from humble beginnings. We come from scraping and scrounging. And we get the understanding of who the Lord is and what he is, so that as we build and become more, we don't forget about the Lord. We don't forget, you be like, oh, he think he this because he got, man, I don't care about none of this. Because none of this is possible without the Lord. You know it's from the Lord because you wasn't even supposed to have it. You know what I'm saying? Some of the things you get in your life, you gonna be like, how did that happen? How did I get this? I wasn't supposed to be able to get this. Thinking my credit score is a -1. You know what I'm saying? And you know it can't be nothing but the Lord. But it was for a purpose. It wasn't just for you to have that. It was for a purpose. And it's for you to understand what the purpose is. All right? Anyway, go ahead. Let's finish that. We're about to move through this really quickly.
Con.
Finish
verse 12.
No, yeah, you're on 12.
Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 12. Then beware lest thou forget lest thou forget Yahweh, which brought thee from out the land of Egypt, and from the house of bondage.
Egypt is synonymous with bondage. All right. I'm gonna get 13 through 17. No. I'm gonna get 13 through 18. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6, verses 13 through 18 in the Hebrew. Oth, Yahweh, Alahayak, Tayarah, Wa'atawa, Tabad, Wabashamawa, Tashabai, verse 14. La'ah, Talaka 1, Akaraya, Alahaya, so like Alahayim, Akarayam, Malahaya, Hamayam, Ashar, Sabayabawatha Yakam, verse 15. Kaya, Quana, Yahweh, Alayak, Bakarabak, Panya, Yakara, Yahweh, Alahayak, Bakar, Wahasha Mayadak, Ma'al, Panya, Hadama, verse 16. La'ah, Tanasawa, Oth, Yahweh, Alahayam Yakam, Washar, Nasayatham, Bamasa, verse 17. Shamawar, Tashamaran, Oth, Matazawath, Yahweh, Alahayam, Salakia, Alahayakam, Wayadath Yawa, Waka Kwayawa, Ashar, Tazawak, verse 18. Washayath, Hayashar, Wahata Wab, Baya Naya, Yahweh, Laman, Yayatab, Lakar, Waba'ath, Wayarashath, Oth, Haratazah, Hataba, Ashar, Nashabai, Yahweh, Labad Yak.
This book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6, verse 13 through 18. Thou shalt fear Yahweh thy God, and serve him, and shalt swear by his name. Thou shalt not go after other gods, of the gods of thy people, in which are around you.
It's of the gods of the people.
Salaki. Let me go back over it.
Go ahead.
Verse 13. Thou shalt fear Yahweh thy God, and serve him, and shalt swear by his name. Ye shall not go after other gods, of the gods of thy people.
Of the people.
It's like, of the people.
Because when you say thy people, it sounds like you're saying them, us. You see what I'm saying?
Come.
Gotcha. Go ahead.
Of the people, which are round about you.
Okay, real quick. So that's very key, very important. So up to this point, from when we started at the very first verse of this chapter, when it talks about obeying the law, statutes, commandments, teaching them to your children, your son, all of that. When you get here, this is why. Because you're gonna have other people around you that are not of your people, that are serving other gods and into all other things. And if you're not solidified, you're going to be curious, which is what happened. It's exactly what happened to our people. And that's why, like say in the UPK, when you know the truth, you stand on the truth, right? You don't have to argue it. When you have vain conversations like what you were talking about earlier, when they say stupid stuff, like, well, what am I gonna eat? Eat your spit and go your way, man. How about that? You know what I'm saying? Eat your Oscar Mayer wieners and everything else. Just go eat whatever you want to eat then. I don't have time to argue with you about things that the Lord said don't do. You see what I'm saying? Because I start getting silly with them when you say silly stuff. You say still. If I was always told, if you ask a stupid question, expect a stupid answer.
Oh God.
Because that's what you're gonna get from me. When you say something silly, because I know you being silly, right? Okay, well, I'll be silly with you. Go eat doo-doo. You know what I'm saying? Go eat, I don't know, go eat the bark off of that tree over there. I mean, if we're just gonna be stupid, you know, let's be all the way stupid. Don't halfway do it. You know what I mean? So, but this is what, like I said, this right here kind of solidifies everything. Why the Lord is telling you this, because there's gonna be people around you, and you're gonna see it, and they're gonna be in all manner of things, and there's gonna be some things that seem fun to you, and they seem so good to you. How could it ever be bad? You know what I'm saying? Just like when it comes to sex, right? Something that feels so good is so bad. Why would he make it feel so good if it's so bad? Well, it's not bad. It's just you have to have understanding of it, right? That if you get with that woman and she don't have a man, guess what? She's yours now. But you just want to get with her for the feel good. See, that's all you want to take from it. And when you go into it and that's all you want to take from it, when now you've got to actually take care of her, you like, oh, hell no, I didn't sign up for all of that. That's where you get casual sex from. That's where you get, I gotta try it out first. What if I marry her and then the box is bad? Says you want to take it for a test drive. Guess what? You go to a car dealership, over 100 people done test drove that car. If I'm gonna buy a brand new car, I want it to be brand new. Okay, I test drove this car. Now go get me the new car. Well, what do you mean? Nah, man. You done had like 100 people test drive this. I want it off the assembly line. Yeah, I want my seats so new, the plastic's still on it. So that's what Lord is getting at, man. Be aware. You know what I'm saying? Because you gonna go after these other guys. That's what he told Solomon. He said, man, Solomon did not get in trouble for having 700 wives and 300 concubines. It's not why the Lord was angry with him. He warned him and told him, hey, you getting all of these women of another nation. They gonna cause you to serve other gods. They gonna carry you away from me. And what happened? Solomon started giving in to his women because Solomon became a simp. It's just the honesty in it. He became weak because that SEX felt good. Felt good. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, your woman has power that some realize it, some don't. That's why I say to all my ribs out there, I want you to hear this. Why are you arguing with your man? Why are you arguing with your husband? If you just leaned into your femininity, you can get a brother to do anything you want him to do. You want him to wash dishes? Go over there, come rub on my chest. Hey, what dishes you want washed? You see what I'm saying? A nice caress on the back and a kiss on the cheek or something like that. Baby, I need you to mow that lawn. I know it's hot out there. I know I'm gonna bring you some lemonade. I'm gonna bring you some water or something like that. I know it's hot, baby. But look how tall it's done gotten. Give me that mower. You see what I'm saying? Give me that. Hey, I'll go out there with a pair of scissors. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get it done. We just gotta know how to do certain things. You ain't gotta argue. You don't have to do all of these things. I used to think you did. I used to go back and forth, to fight the fire with fire and all that stuff. You don't have to do that. You don't. You just have to be smart in what you're doing. You got to know how to be tactful. Got to know how to carry yourself and how to not carry yourself. Because you can't get certain things done and then it's just a big blow up and you wasted time fighting. Who wants to do that? Now my blood pressure up. I'm pissed off. Nobody in the house is talking. We're walking by each other, all day, every day, not talking to each other. Now I ain't even getting no box no more. See what I'm saying? I done messed everything up. Now I gotta go back and do this half-hearted apology. You know what I'm saying? Oh, baby, I get mad at sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And you only doing it because you wanna get, you want the box. You don't want nothing else. And women, they want things done, but some women don't know how to get it. So then they be like, oh, you're not a man, you're not this, you don't help me. It's like, and all the man sees is a crying little girl. She's just crying all the time. God dang, man, I want to hear that. It's like your children. Oh, man, you're always crying all the time. Shut up. You see what I'm saying? That's what you wish you could do. Is just say shut up. But if you say shut up to your rib, it's just going to... Now it's another level. See what I'm saying? When you should just be... Baby, something's wrong. What's wrong, baby? When you in the world, it's like, man, you need something, don't you? Come on in there. And it's like, baby boy, now you going to go cook them tacos, right? So it's all about how you do it. But anyway, I digress. Let's go forward.
Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 15. For Yahweh thy God is a jealous God among you. Lest the anger of Yahweh thy God be kindled against thee and destroy thee from off the face of the earth.
You should be scared of that alone. Anybody that can destroy you off the face of the earth, like Hiroshima, Nagasaki, can just wipe you out. You should be I don't know. I put things in perspective of reality. Like we could just be sitting there and then all of a sudden just whoosh, we're just gone. You should be scared of something like that. That's tough. Why would you be scared of a person with a gun? He can shoot me, but the Lord can just wipe you out. Like, there's nothing you can do. You can't run, you can't duck, you can't pull a matrix and dodge the bullet. You can't do none of that. You just wiped out. You should fear him. Go ahead.
Verse 16. Ye shall not tempt Yahweh your God as you tempted him in Massa?
Yeah. And we know
like
tempt is just a test. That's the definition, to test. So it's saying don't test the Lord. Don't F around and find out. The more you F around, the more you find out. Don't do that with the Lord. Because he will let you find out. You be driving down the street, green light, you start to pass the light, T-bone. You out of there. You want to try him? Try him. But that's why people cry all the time and be like, why him? Why him? He was so young. He was such a good man. He was so good. He was out here talking crazy to the Lord. That's how good he was, and he found out. You know what I'm saying? Don't test the Lord. Go ahead.
Verse 17, ye shall diligently keep the commandments of Yahweh, your God, and his and his testimonies, and his statutes, which have commanded thee, which he hath commanded thee. And thou shalt do that which is right and good in the sight of Yahweh, that it may be well with thee, and that thou mayest go in and possess the good land which Yahweh sware unto thy fathers.
And one day we gonna get there, right? All right, I think all of that is self-explanatory. I don't need to explain any of it. I'm gonna get 19 through 23. This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 6, verses 19 through 23 in the Hebrew. Lahadap, Oth, Kal, Ayabayak, Mapanayak, Kashar, Debar, Yahweh, verse 20. Kaya, Yashalak, Banak, Makar, La'amar, Ma, Hadath, Wahakakwayam, Wahamashapat, Wahamashapatiam, Ashar, Tazawa'a, Yahweh, Allah Yanawa, Atakam, verse 21, Wa'amarath, Labanak, Abadiyam, Hayayanawa, Lapara, Wamataza Rayam, Wayataza Yanawa, Yahweh, Mamataza Rayam, Bayad, Hazakwa, verse 22, Wayathan, Yahweh, Wayatath, Wamapatayam, Gadalayam, Warayam, Bamatazariyam, Bapara, Wabakal, Bayatawa, Yawa, verse 23. Wa'awatanawa, Hawataza Ya'a, Masham, Laman, Habaya, Atanawa, Latath, Lanawa, Oth, Harataza, Ashar, Nashabad, La'abathayanawa.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6, verse 19 to 23. To cast out all thine enemies from before thee, as Yahweh has spoken. And when thou son asketh thee in time to come, saying, what mean the testimonies, and the statutes, and the judgments, which Yahweh our God hath commanded you? Verse 21. Then thou shalt say unto thy son, we were Pharaoh's bondmen in Egypt, and Yahweh brought us out of Egypt with a mighty hand.
And that's what we do today. We tell our people and we tell our sons and our daughters that we were Pharaoh's bondmen in Egypt, and the Lord brought us out of Egypt with a mighty hand. That's what we go out on them corners and we tell our people. You know, we were slaves in Egypt. We were slaves to so-called Chinese people. We were slaves to so-called Japanese people. We were slaves to so-called Arabs. We were slaves to all these people on the planet. That's what we go out and we do. And when our sons and our daughters ask us, this is how we answer. All right? All right, go ahead.
Verse 22. And Yahweh showed signs and wonders and great and sore upon Egypt, upon Pharaoh, and upon all the household before our eyes. And he brought us out from there, from thence, that he might bring us in to give us the land, which he swore unto our fathers.
All right. Let me get these last two verses, and then we'll pray out. Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6, verse 24 and 25 in Hebrew. Wayataza wa Nawah, Yahweh, La Shawath, Oth, Kal, Hakakwayam, Hala, La Yara'ah, Oth, Yahweh, Allah Nawah, La Tawab, La Nawah, Kal, Hayamayam, Laka Yatanawah, Kahayawam, Hazah, verse 25. Wataza Dakwa, Tahaya, Lanawa, Kaya, Nashamar, Laishawath, Oth, Kal, Hamataza Wa'a, Haza'ath, Lapanya, Yahweh, Allahayanawa, Kashar, Tazawa Nawa.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6, verse 24.
Yes. Okay.
And Yahweh commanded us to do all things, these statutes, to fear Yahweh our God, for our good always, that he might preserve us alive, as it is at this day.
And that is a part of our faith, right? This part right here, for our good always. We obey the law because the Lord said this is what he will do, and this is what will happen with us, and this is how we will live, and this is our faith. If we do it, that's what will happen. But then Christ had to come in because we were being disobedient. So now a part of our faith is that he is going to redeem us and save us from our enemies, right? So that's key in that verse, all right? Go ahead.
Verse 25, and it shall be our righteousness if we observe to do all these commandments before Yahweh our God, as he hath commanded us.
Read that one more time for me. I need y'all to lock in on this part right here at the beginning. Go ahead.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6, verse 25. And it shall be our righteousness.
It should be our righteousness, right? Go ahead.
If we observe to do all these commandments.
Now, in this, there is a key word, one word in this right here, in this second part he just read. Can anybody give me this key word? The second part that he just read. The first part was, and it shall be our righteousness. But the second part is where he just word, if we observe to do all these commandments. There is one key word in that.
Yes. Oh, righteousness?
He said it.
Oh, yeah, so
No.
I'm sorry.
Now he said it. If. It's if. Everything hinges on if. And that's an our part. It's not God's part. It's not the Most High God's part. He didn't already say what he'll do and won't do, and how we will have something and how we won't have something. But it all hinges on if. And the if is, are you going to do it or not? Are you going to keep up your end of the bargain or not? Right? And that's what you got to take from it. It's either you're gonna either choose God. It always comes down to the hot and cold, right? Either you're gonna be hot or you're gonna be cold. You can't be in between. The Lord said, if you're in between, if you're lukewarm about this, He's gonna spit you out. He can respect if you want to be cold, but He wants you to be hot. Do you see what I'm saying? Like if you're gonna be cold, you're gonna be against Him, then be against Him. Be all the way against Him. Don't be halfway. Don't be like, well, I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna do that. You might have some crazy fool that run around and be like, I'm gonna go to their Sabbath service on Saturday, but I'm gonna be at church tomorrow. Like, what is you doing? Like, I'd look at you crazy as hell. Like, what the hell? Like, you can't be halfway with this. You got to be all the way. If not, it's what's going to happen is the Lord's going to eventually remove you. And how that happens, it may not be pretty. And we love you enough to save you even from that. That we would tell you, hey man, if you don't want to be in this truth, Shalom Shabbat. We'll holler at you. Ain't no thing. You don't want to be in there, you don't want to serve the Lord. Hey man, Lord be with you. It's all good. Who wants to stand out on the corners in the hot sun for 5-6 hours? Who wants to do that? You know what I'm saying? Who wants to have to get up in the middle of the night and drive an hour or 2 hours away to help a brother in the middle of the night? Who wants to do that, Kaiwa? Nobody want to do that. Even the ones that's doing it don't want to do it.
Come on. Nobody wants to.
Nobody just wants to. But what they do want to do is love their brother, which is what it boils down to. So if you don't want to do that, just stop coming. And what I'll tell you is, at minimum, you could at least obey the law, statutes, and commandments and pay your tithes. And then if you don't believe that's the way, then we'll find out when Yahweh gets back. We'll find out if I was right and men and women in the ISUPK were right and you were wrong. Or maybe, just maybe, and I put a smidgen on a smidgen on a smidgen of that maybe you was right. I wouldn't put my money on you. You know what I'm saying? But just maybe. You know what I'm saying? I mean, miracles do happen, right? They do happen. But as far as chapter 6, what you got to get out of it, like I say, is that it's all about the law, statutes, and commandments. But you got to understand why we keep the law, statutes, and commandments. One, because we love the Lord, and He gave the rules to us, and it's up for us to be obedient children. But understand why He gave us the law, statutes, and commandments. He didn't do it just to do it. That's what Christians don't get. That's the part they don't get. They never, in all the asking of why, nobody ever asked, why did He give the law, statutes, and commandments in the first place? Why did He give it? Just to give it? Just to be like, you know what? You in my house, bro. You living in my house, man. I want you to walk on every other square in my kitchen. The tile, I got square tile in my kitchen. I want you to walk on every other square. And you gonna look at me like, what? Why would you say that? And you might ask me, well, why you want me to walk on every other square? Because I just want to. That's in vain, right? It serves no purpose for me having them walk on every other tile when He could just walk across the floor. Serves no purpose. What would serve a purpose is if I had a trap door under every other tile, and if you step on that tile, you're gonna fall through to a pit. So it's got a purpose. I don't want you to die. Step on every other child. So my point is, the Lord didn't give it to you for no reason. It's because in the kingdom, this is what is required to be in the kingdom. And if you can't follow it now, what makes you ever think you're going to be able to follow it in the kingdom? And what makes you think you're going to get in the kingdom without showing that you're worthy of being in the kingdom? So that's the spirit of the law. Because you love God enough to have faith in him that he doesn't just have you doing this for nothing. It would be asinine of you to think like that, right? All right, anyway. With that, we're going to close out this Sabbath service, stand and pray out the water to everybody online that tuned in and everything. And let's get on up out of here. Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Kadash. Ayah. Shemkah. Yahweh. Malakuka. Kaba'ah. Razakah. Ayah. Ashah. Baratiza. Kawa. Ayah. Bashamayim. Nathaniel. Nakam. Ka. Yawam. Wasalagna. Kamawabna. Kazalagna. Kamawabna. Wala'ah. Tabiyanawah. Manasawan. Abah. Shano, Mayan, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Malakwa, Wa'ala, Latapara, Lawalam, Aman.
Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. Forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not. Into temptation. But deliver us. From evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever so be it.
It's the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh. Ba'ashem. Yahushua. Babakashah. Salakia. Nathaniel. Hakak. Wapa'ah. Kamaka'ala. Kamadawa. Hakak. Latahar. Hamatzarayim. Hakak. Lahakwiyam. Mathiam. Hakak. Arakawat. Hatama'ala. Lagash. Ba'ashem. Yahushua. The water. Aman.
Power in English. Yahweh in the name of Yahushua.
Yahweh in the name of Yahushua.
Please give us the power.
The
power to heal all manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. Power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you, so be it.
Shalom, Israel. Wasalaki. Salute out. Shalom Shabakatam. Shalom Shemaya Thamba Hashem Yahushua to the sisters.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West.
Damn deal, Israel. Hey, check it out. It's Officer Lamawad of the ISUPK Dallas. It's going